All right, let's accelerate a little bit here. Okay, so even though we have a CVT transmission, we still have simulated gear shifts going on, which I don't really care for. All right. So this has the hands-off system, and on the heads-up display and here on the screen, it's going to turn blue. Green would be normal, lane keep assist system or your hands-on system, right? But the blue is the Pro Pilot Assist 2.1, something like that, where it's a hands-free system on certain highways. It also has a button here for changing lanes. So like right now, if we wanted to change lanes, we can hit that button. It'll go over to the next lane. But as it is right now, we can just stay in this lane. The adaptive cruise control is active. It's holding the lane. It's not a self-driving feature. Even though your hands are not on the wheel, it doesn't swerve to avoid potholes or something in the road or animals or anything like that. It just holds the lane for you. That's what it's just a hands-off lane holding feature. And the adaptive cruise control just keeps you from getting too close to the vehicle in front of you. So while it looks, people call this a self-driving feature, it's actually not. It's just it's not actually driving, it's just holding the lane for you. If it was driving, a self-driving feature, then it would avoid things on the road and stuff like that. But it seems to work really well. It seems like the hands-off system works better than the hands-on system to me. But yeah, the hands-on system is okay. I like the fact that it does have a grip sensor and stuff. But it's a look. I don't know. I tend to just turn it off, because I get false alerts and stuff like that if I get too close to the lane and all that stuff. So, I just tend to turn it off on typically, not all the time. The top trim does have the 1.5 liter variable compression turbo engine, 201 horsepower, and 225 pound-feet of torque. And it has a CVT automatic transmission with the all-wheel drive system. So it's not any different engine or anything for the top trim compared to lower trims. Now the Platinum does have a quilted, and what they're calling a semi-aniline leather seat, which looks really good. Very impressive looking seats. They're comfortable, they look good, they feel good. It also has heated rear seats in the premium package, which this vehicle does have it. It has the 10-speaker Bose sound system, which sounds pretty good, very impressive. For the type of music I listen to, and once I get it set up as far as the equalizer and all that stuff, I was pretty impressed with it. Now the Platinum has the heads-up display with the premium package. This is pretty interesting, and it's okay. I mean, the heads-up display is, on this one, it's a little bit like double imprinted, a little bit blurry, but you can still see it and everything, but it's not as sharp as I think it should be. The Platinum has a 19-inch wheel as well, but it's like a different design. It looks pretty cool, and they're calling it machine-finished dark alloy wheels. So, I think they look good, and they're a little bit different than the other trims, so it kind of makes it stand out. Now the Platinum has the around view 3D camera system, and so it has the invisible hood view, which you've seen in like Infiniti and different Nissans and stuff, and a front wide view. It has different, really good, basically camera system that helps out with just seeing around the vehicle in general. For this type of vehicle, I guess it could come in handy for certain things. Just the general around view monitor itself is good. The invisible hood view, that's more for like off-road use and stuff, but I guess on this vehicle there could be scenarios in which you might want to use it. It does have color ambient lights, and you can turn it on or off here, and you can press the button at the bottom here to cycle through the different colors. And it'll be in the cup holder and the floorboard, and it'll basically just kind of cycle through different colors: blue, purple, yellow, that kind of stuff, and then you just land on the one that you want. So the thing about the Platinum trim, with all the bells and whistles on a Rogue, is that it's still a Rogue, right? So you're getting into a price range in which you have a lot of other options. And for the amount of money that you're spending on this vehicle, the suspension system, the suspension is, and it's just kind of like not as smooth as you would, expect for a vehicle in this price range. So, and also the road noise and stuff like that. Like I said, you're getting a Rogue, you're just getting more features with the Rogue. So it puts you in that price range where there's, other vehicles available that's going to have a smoother ride, quieter, stuff like that, maybe more room and different features that you might want. So, something to consider. And the Nissan Rogue is very popular. A lot of people like it, but I think it's not for the very, very top trim. It's like a medium trim, something like that, where the price is more reasonable for what you're getting. Then the value proposition is much more strong. But the very top trim, it is nice to see all the features and everything on a Rogue, but it's hard to really justify the price considering all the competition, right? You can, like the new Murano and other even in the Nissan name and Infiniti name, there's other options that you can start getting into where, you might want to consider anyway, before going to the absolute top trim on the Rogue. Now the lower trims, or the medium trims, are definitely worth looking into. It's just, me personally, I don't think I would get the top trim Rogue like this one, right? You're getting close to $50,000, and it's, like I said, the suspension and the road noise and different things is just, it doesn't feel like a $50,000 vehicle in that sense, right? It's just a Rogue with a lot of features. But overall, I enjoyed driving the vehicle. It does have the ProPilot Assist system, and you can have the steering assist on and set the cruise control, and it kind of helps out with holding the steering wheel and stuff for you. And it has a grip sensor, which is good, so it's not bugging you to jiggle the steering wheel all the time, so it knows when your hand's on the steering wheel. And the only thing is, if let's say you swerve to avoid a pothole or something like that, it's going to beep at you if you get too close to the lines, and it's a little bit of a something to consider with these type of systems anyway. Pretty much all of them are like that, but this one tends to, I don't know, it's just the beeping and all that stuff is just one of the things that, to me, beeping and alerts and stuff distracts you for when you're driving. Like, they're supposed to alert you to something, but it's actually distracting you for what you're trying to do.